If Donald Trump makes Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac public, is that going to hurt or help the housing market?
That's a difficult. But there's a
And
lot
maybe
of
tell people what Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac are.
Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac are government, GSEs, government-sponsored entities that basically buy all your mortgages.
Right.
And that's why you have 30-year mortgages in this world, because there's a government guarantee attached to it. So they were public before the great financial crisis, and then they went into conservatorship because market crashed. The government had taken it over. And now they're thinking about putting it back the way it was before. How that affects rates is a difficult way. There's no straight answer for that, okay? Now, the academic answer really is rates should technically go up a little bit, right? Because it's no longer a conservatorship. So that implicit government guarantee might be no longer the same type of guarantee. So when you don't have that government guarantee, what does that mean? The risk of mortgages defaults, without a backstop, which is the government guarantee, might be higher. So higher risk means what? Higher pricing to pay for the risk.
Right.
But that's like the academic answer. At this point, you don't know how they're going to handle the guarantee if they take it back public, right? And in the past, if you look at back then, there's so many things involved, right? The rates were low back then, right after when they got into conservatorship. And before that, on average, they were still relatively low. So you don't really know. But the idea is if you just take it back public again, right? If it all depends on how they handle what's going to happen to the guarantee. How are they going to make that guarantee work again? If it's not very, if it's that implicit guarantee isn't as quote unquote strong as it is now under conservatorship or before, then the risk goes up, then the pricing will go up. But also you have to look at market forces affects the rates. So it could go either way, but you would think that if they take it back public and that they're no longer under the umbrella of the government, right, under conservatorship the way they are right now, the rates may go up.
What about, do you think if they become public, they would care more about profitability?
That too. All that comes into play, but historically, you can't really tell. There's so many forces affecting the mortgage market and that guarantee, right? So they could come up with a new structure where the guarantee is just as strong and the risks are similar. Yeah, maybe a little profit motive in there may increase the rates maybe a little bit, maybe 5 basis points. I don't know. We have to see.
Right.
Everything is all, conjecture right now, talking about it. But the devil's always in the details. When you take it back public, how is you going to structure it? What's it going to look like? Is it going to be the same as before? And also you have to take into account, where's the mortgage market going? Is the demand for that paper when it goes back public, is it going to be just as high? We just have to wait and see.
All right.